The future of how the nation votes is on the line in Capitol Hill this week.
Democrats are trying to push their long-shot voting reform bill through the Senate, but Republicans are vowing to block it. Let's bring in our political analyst, Bruce Gordon, now. Hello, Bruce. Thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.
So we said long-shot odds. What would you say those odds are that any of this does pass the Senate?
Virtually no chance. The votes simply aren't there. Barely 50, and probably not even 50, much less the 60 that would be needed to get it through a filibuster. Virtually no chance at all that this federal legislation actually gets through. Remember, at the same time, there are state laws being passed across the country, many of them in swing states where Joe Biden beat Donald Trump. Republican-controlled legislatures in those states have tightened up the rules, and you can quibble, certainly, with the motivation behind that. Sometimes it looks pretty transparently an attempt to make it tougher for folks to vote who tend to vote Democrat. But the fact is, these new laws around the country may very well withstand court challenges. And if they do, they're going to be in place this November, and folks who may be impacted by it in terms of early voting, mail-in voting, are going to need to know the rules, plan ahead, and plan accordingly if they want to vote. It's that simple.
Well, Bruce, let's go to the Garden State now. We just showed Governor Phil Murphy being sworn in for his second term. What does that second term look like to you?
Well, it's going to be an interesting scenario. On the one hand, Phil Murphy is term limited in the sense that in New Jersey, you can only serve 2 consecutive terms as governor, which means he can't be up for re-election in 4 years. On the one hand, that's rather freeing. On the other hand, remember, this victory, this re-election victory last November was by a pretty thin margin, certainly a less of a margin than he expected and that most experts expected. And so that would generally tend to say, well, let's tamp down on some of these big, grand plans. He made a big point today in his speech, his inauguration speech, of reminding folks that, look, we got things done in New Jersey. Washington may be broken, but we raised the minimum wage, paid family leave, expanded pre-kindergarten. We've done a lot of big things. How much more big stuff he can do, again, really remains to be seen. Of course, the guy who was at odds with him for much of that first term, and then they wound up kind of on good terms with each other, Steve Sweeney, of course, he's now gone.
All right, let's turn our attention to Pennsylvania, Bruce. State Senator Jake Corman calling for House leaders to begin the impeachment process for Philly's DA Larry Krasner. How likely is that to happen?
Zero chance. It is a political stunt, nothing more, nothing less. Look, you can criticize Philadelphia voters for having re-elected Larry Krasner after seeing him in action for 4 years. If you are a Larry Krasner critic, you can certainly criticize him. You can criticize Philly voters. But just 2 months ago, they voted to re-elect him. Jake Corman, the Senate Majority Leader, Republican from Bellefonte, 200 miles away, is essentially saying to Philadelphia voters, you may have voted him back into office, but we think that was a stupid decision. Now we're going to try and remove him. It's not going to work from a procedural standpoint, virtually no chance it happens, and it's basically a political stunt with no chance of getting anywhere. That's simple.
All right, that's not how it works. Our system is not designed to be that way. All right, Bruce Gordon, thank you very much.